It's a big new day today. We're celebrating 90 years of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. I had high hopes at one point in my life of driving that fine automobile, but more of that in a few minutes. New Day Hot Topics is brought to you by Silver Reef Casino. This August, Saturday nights could pay off big at Silver Reef Casino. One lucky winner will be drawn every hour for a chance at cash prizes. The grand prize starts at $7,500 and grows to $15,000 by August 29th. It's a King's Cash cascade of prizes that just keeps growing. Get your free daily entry at any kiosk. I love this group at the table today. Here from CityCast Seattle is host Jane Hu and audience development manager and one of New Day's fave content creators, Ben Keenan. Hello. And producer Susie, another favorite, who has made us something quite extraordinary. What do we have here? We just said the Wienermobile 90th birthday. You are yum because this hot dog cake is going on sale for $90 in some places starting Friday. Sadly not here. Look at it.
This is a collab between Milk Bar, which makes a fantastic birthday cake, and then Oscar Mayer Wiener. And I have a problem with just putting them together touching.
So you showed us how it could be beautiful and separate today. I thought this was the Milk Bar cake.
It's beautiful. I didn't know you made it.
It's just, I mean, a funfetti cake, which, dive in.
Susie, I'm going to.
Go for it.
I know I love hot dogs so much that it wouldn't bother me these two touching because savory, sweet, lunch is served with my hot dogs. I don't care what's in a hot dog. I love it.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. It's
little
like
A, little B.
Yeah, it's like people make variations of like sweet aiolis. What's different than frosting, right?
I know. So good.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm just look at it. We're ruining it. I feel bad.
It is so good.
It's just cake. But here's the thing, though, hot dog juice. I smell like hot dogs right now. I know you can.
I know you can smell
it's wafting towards me. Yes.
But, you know, when you're done, boy, that hot dog juice that could get on a cake. I know. Can't they be separate?
Wait, so it's the
Why
hot
we have
dog
to talk
in
about the hot dog
So it's
juice.
the hot dogs right next to the cake all together is what you're buying.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, is the argument like a little savory, a little sweet?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Even with you mentioning the juice, which I never want to mention again, I think I'm still in. I think I'm still in.
And I was telling you that hot dog cakes are having a moment. They're all over TikTok. People are making them. I'm not sure why, but hey.
Look at this. I can't. Why? Why is this a thing? I just celebrated a birthday. I honestly would have loved it. This feels like my birthday today with what you have going on here.
I mean, I guess you just grab a hot dog and
Yeah, good to go.
Yeah.
I do feel like hot dogs are like just generally having a moment. Like there have been not one but two different bike rides in the Seattle area in the last month where people ride to all of the different Costco's and get a hot dog at each one.
Oh,
so,
a workout with a hot dog moment?
That's
$150, you can't really beat that. With,
You get protein with your ride.
Yeah.
I see no downside.
So how many hot dogs are you consuming while riding the bike?
Depends on how long you want to ride your bike. 10?
Yeah.
That's too many.
I think I could do that.
I mean, I think only a few people managed to do it. I've heard that most people did not make it to 10.
That is amazing. And what happens after also?
No, that's none of our business.
We'll save that for the end.
Yeah.
I want to talk about my brush with greatness with the Oscar Mayer Wiener. I actually went out for the talent search when I was younger to sing the Oscar Mayer Wiener song. There I am.
Wow.
I was practicing forever. Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener. I still remember the song.
And then you had to sing it?
I had to sing it. I started off key, and I remember my grandma and mom immediately kind of looking down like, oh no, she blew it.
She blew it. Not one.
I would have been able to retire at like
Your
10.
life would be totally different.
Right.
Totally different. I like to bring it up all the time because Oscar Mayer Wiener, call me still, and they had this cute like blonde boy, Ralph. He won.
Ralph.
And he was in all the commercials, and I remember being like, I could have done that.
You were so close.
I was so
your grandmother needed to blow that little Oscar Mayer Wiener whistle.
I still have mine.
To keep you on pitch.
I know. I needed a lot more help.
Hot dog pitch. Like, what's the note? I don't know, but.
Okay, I think we can move on from hot dogs, and now we're going to talk about Taylor Swift and how they're getting a new fan in you, Ben.
Potentially,
What is happening? You are listening to every one of her songs in chronological order, I understand, for the first time.
Correct.
Why?
I was at a 4th of July party, and a lot of my friends were talking about her wedding. It was on the 4th of July, and they're saying, oh, this was what allegedly she walked down the aisle to, and they're like, oh, well, I was gonna do that in my 2027 wedding, and now it feels like I'm copying her. And they were like, well, what if you do this song? I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. Not a single clue. And like, you've never listened to her, you wouldn't get it. And I was like, I don't like not getting things. So I've made a determination that I'm gonna listen to everything, but in order of when she released it because of the storytelling of it all, I think it makes more sense if you are part of the lore and learning it as everyone else was.
And then I noticed, and then you post about how old she was when she did this,
Yeah.
thoughts about it.
Yeah, which I didn't know any of this.
Are you becoming a Swiftie?
So I don't like country music in the way that the first couple albums are country music focused.
Oh, but it's going to change.
I was going to say, ask me the same question in, 15 albums from now, out of her 35, whatever it is, and then we can have a different conversation.
Then you're at the concerts,
Exactly.
you have an era.
I'll have to conclude it with watching the whole Eras tour, like the video of it. Like, I'll just watch the whole thing. That'll be the capstone.
You're kind of over everything in the news too,
I am
Susie.
over
Just with
her.
the wedding.
Just from the wedding, yeah. I waited and waited to see a real picture. I got totally taken by AI a few times, and now I'm just gonna, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Swiftie?
On our team, we keep joking that it's going to take Ben like 55 years to do this because she has so much stuff that she's put out.
Yeah, we have a bunch of Swifties on the team, and so they're just like, I'm ready for you to get to this. And I was like, I can't move any faster than this unless people get 50 episodes a day.
So you listening to one song a day?
One song a day, but now that we're in Fearless, it has the Taylor's version.
I feel like we need to blow this out. Sorry.
Wait, one song a day. Wait. Not that. And because
I'm not that fearless.
We're in with Taylor's versions already. I'm doing in the same video the regular original song and then the Taylor's version back to back to that. See if there's a little bit of a difference. If I can hear in her voice and the production value of it. This way, at least it'll speed it up a little quicker.
Okay, I also want to
getting
talk
into it.
because you obviously do a lot of content creation, opinions on this, everyone dive in. ASU is offering influencer classes for college kids. You can literally get college credit for being a content creator now.
Yeah.
I don't know, I would have loved this, I guess, in broadcast. This feels easy.
Originally, I rolled my eyes, but then I started thinking about it. Well, it is a business, and it isn't just easy, right? And so maybe they've tapped into something. Teach them how to do it right.
I think it's the beginning of a lot of universities jumping in on this trend. Thoughts?
I know that there are lots of surveys where when you ask young people what they want to be when they grow up, they often will say that they want to be a content creator or an influencer. So kind of makes sense that ASU is kind of catering towards that too.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Ben.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's what people forget is, like you said, Susie, it is a small business. And I think a lot of things that people don't understand is you have to learn your taxes. You have to learn how you're going to market yourself. There's a lot of branding. There is a lot of broadcast aspects of it. Editing, if you want to be up behind the camera. And I looked at the entire course load, and I was like, these are all classes that I took as a public relations major. So I was like, I have an advertising minor, that same type of thing. All these classes are very similar to what I've already done in my marketing classes, my comms classes. And I think they build it very smartly in a way where you can get a lot of people interested in kind of the communications side of the work.
I think it's smart for ASU.
Yeah.
Okay, really quickly, the Odyssey is having a moment. It's gonna be $1 billion in the coming weeks, tracking. Has anyone seen this movie yet?
Not yet.
No.
I haven't either. You have a tip, though.
It's 3 hours long. You need the Run P app, which basically it's
what?
such a great Run P. That's what it's called.
exactly
it
what it-
tells you when to go, what you're missing while you're gone. That you have like 3 minutes and 50 seconds. In the Odyssey, there's 4 times they say you could go pee. Don't go on the 4th one, they say.
Yeah.
But they'll tell you can read, I guess, on the toilet what you're missing, and then you run back in. And I use it all the time. I have for years. Bladder issue. Babies. Okay. And you can even set a timer right before the movie, and it will silently buzz your phone saying you're 30 seconds from needing to run. Kind of thing. Like, it's great.
Do they let users rate which of their suggested breaks
Yes,
are good?
they absolutely do. They tell you exactly what you're going to miss, and then why
I
you should
love
go
how
on
all of
that
our
one.
dolls are to the floor. I actually want to talk about something first that is a somber topic, something that all of us have been thinking about this week, the shooting at the Bite of Seattle that left 3 people dead and several injured. We saw a lot of people and influencers pause content online after Sunday's shooting, and Seattle came together with lots of messages of support for our city. Ben, as a fellow content creator, you actually paused, posting things as well, and posted something that was supportive just about the city. And why was that so important for you to do?
Yeah, absolutely. For years, we've been getting just like a bad rap here in the city generally, and I think we've done a really good job fighting back against that, really building a community, especially with the World Cup being here. We all had such a good summer so far, getting outside. people who lived here were excited to go out and like be part of a community again. And I think that is something we shouldn't lose in the tragedy of it all, is the fact that we have built such a community. Like, people should not be afraid to visit us. People shouldn't be afraid to go outside and be in community. You don't have to go to large events if that makes you uncomfortable. But go outside, see a movie, see The Odyssey, go to a restaurant like Doris or something where you can go and just talk to people who sit next to you and build something bigger. And I think a lot of people do tend to shell up when tragedies like this happen, and I want to make sure that doesn't.
Absolutely.
This feels like a time where we need community more than ever.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely.
Definitely.
I really like seeing that, because a lot of the content creators were also at the Bite of Seattle, and they're and like you say, they're around and they're posting things about our city, and it felt nice to see that pause and to kind of remind us of what we lost, but still how we go on. So I thought it was terrific.
Definitely, the hope's still there, and there's a lot of GoFundMe pages too. So
there's a silent vigil tonight, I believe, at 6:30 at Seattle Center too, if people want to.
There you go.
Be in
getting
community.
together and be around people and support people that way. Thank you so much for sharing all those thoughts and letting us have the space to do that. We also want to talk about the Space Needle being in the news too for something else. They're having quite a busy couple of days. 2 people jumped off the Space Needle, base jumpers. They came in as paying. Here's the video. It's insane. You think it's almost fake, but they climb over. I'm sure people there were pretty concerned, like, what is happening here? And they haven't been caught, as far as I've heard. And so I want to know, like, who are these 2 gentlemen? They look like, maybe they could be in their 20s, and that's really the only description we've gotten.
They came up
as
like
paying
everybody
customers,
else, on the elevator. They had everything with them.
And they changed in the bathroom, is what I read.
So did they have the backpacks
They
then
must
with
have
them
had a
and
parachute.
everything?
I was thinking about this. I actually asked Ben, because I know, Ben, you're at the Space Needle a lot.
Yep.
And Ben said they do have security, but I imagine that, if you go through like your average metal detector, it's not going to detect a parachute, which has no metal in it.
I mean, I brought up, I did a video where I was like working remote from the top of the Space Needle, and I could like bring in a laptop. That was all completely fine. So I'm assuming whatever they were bringing in, they're probably like, oh, it's like a jacket. Oh, it's, stuff I climb at the gym down the street or whatever.
I was going to say camping gear or something. Like, I don't know. People are coming in, and tourists coming in with a bunch of bags and wanting to still see the iconic Space Needle. And I can't imagine. I think I would think it was like a show, maybe, or something was happening. Or I was, for sure.
Everyone had their phones out, so I think they probably thought this. Nobody's trying to like pull them down. They're probably all thinking the same thing.
Right.
I am wondering what will happen. Like, we can't have nice things now. What are they going to put up barbs now? And
I know, to stop people or like go through more security. Something
I'm not
is
gonna lie,
coming.
I was impressed with how quickly they scaled that glass.
And then did
got
like
to
a
the other side.
backflip and jumped off. I'm like, the athleticism on that. I hear they're okay though too. They didn't hit anyone coming down, but could have been really scary. Let's talk about what's in front of us. It's National Chicken Wing Day. Every year this makes me have to defend this hill that I want to die on.
this is scary for
This
you.
is very scary. No to the meat on the bone, you guys. I love popcorn chicken, like chicken tendies at a Mariners game brings me so much joy with my ranch dressing. But anything on the bone, gross. Does anyone agree with me?
Too much trouble. Too messy.
Oh, yeah.
Is my opinion.
And biting into the little bone, and then you're like, oh, excuse me, like, let me get these little things. Oh, gosh. Oh, I can't talk about it.
I do get very impressed, though, when people have the flats and they're able to put it in and pull it all out completely.
God.
It's so impressive. It's like...
there is
Impressive
one
is one way.
I didn't say I could do this, Susie. I said when people generally...
Does it weird you out, meat on the bone? Are you fine with it?
I'm okay with it, only because I think the way that chicken wings with meat on bone are cooked,
it does taste better.
I prefer the
sadly.
flavors than the other. It's too fried for me the other way.
Oh, I need all. I don't know what that says about my health. You know
I
who
guess
would love a
that's a
chicken
stomach
wing?
issue.
Yeah, fair. Jimothy would love a chicken wing, you guys.
Yeah.
Jimothy, the special needs raccoon, has captured all of our hearts around the world. He was spotted in Ballard recently doing a little flip or somersault. Here he is. People are going crazy for him even now, and he's actually helping feed families in the community too that he calls home. Local artist Henry recently auctioned off this portrait of the beloved raccoon. The winning bid topped $6,500, with 100% of the proceeds going to the Ballard Food Bank. He later shared that several companies matched the donation, bringing the total raised to more than $46,000. Is anyone tired of Jimothy?
Yeah, sorry.
What?
Sorry.
2 hands are raised at the table. Why?
Yeah.
Tell me why you hate
I'm
Jimothy.
getting like no fewer than 5 texts a day from friends
Really?
who don't live in Seattle about it. Like, I think as the news has spiraled outward and it's become national news,
You're just over it?
I mean, I love that Jimothy is doing good.
Yes.
That is
I
great. And I'm
wish
loving
any-
seeing all of the local artists who are putting out art about this. You all might have seen that Councilmember Alexis Mercedes Rink did a proclamation of Jimothy Summer
I
over
did
the
see
weekend.
that.
Citizen of the,
I think it's great that we're all having fun.
I'm
And now Jane's over the phone.
yeah, I know he's special needs, and I feel that for Jimothy, but also I'm done with Jimothy.
You're done with Jimothy too. I love him so much. I would die for Jimothy. I think he's so cute. I actually just bought a shirt that says Jimothy
no.
Summer, and it didn't come in time because I was gonna wear it today to come at all of you guys.
I think the Mariners are doing a limited release
sure
of a Jimothy
are.
shirt as well.
August 5th.
That's smart.
I think
That
it's
is smart.
collect all the merch, and then when the summer's over, he can go and enjoy the fall.
It'll be a little time capsule.
Exactly,
for next summer.
exactly. We have a
a lot
nice
of
fall.
Jimothy at Goodwill. I just I'm projecting that.
Yeah.
Okay, our last topic I want to get to, Jane and Ben, tell us all about CityCast Seattle, the local podcast, where people can find you. Tell me more.
Yeah, it's a daily podcast and newsletter. We're a team of locals that really just love getting hyper local with our news. And I feel like my favorite episodes are ones that we get to do kind of a deep dive on things. So we recently got to do an episode where we talked to 3 neighbors who actually live on Aurora Avenue about what's happening in their neighborhood and what they think the solutions might be. I also really love highlighting stories from local journalists that might be flying under the radar or topics that you might not hear about otherwise. Like we just had Andy Engelson, a local journalist, on today's podcast talking about the proposal to have a Washington public bank, which is not something I had known about previously. And then a couple weeks ago, we had on a journalist who was talking about Kalshi betting on wildfires, which is also something I had no idea was happening. But so I really just love the opportunity to be plugged into what is happening.
Where
in
can
our-
people find you guys too?
Yeah.
Anywhere you listen to podcasts.
And then, I mean, we're also newsletter daily. You can also find us on social media. We're doing individual content there as well that's unique outside of the pod. So we had Jane go talk to the owner of Duke's over in Green Lake to see like why it smokes and how it smokes out the top of the chowder bowl that's on the outside of the building. She also went and talked to the owners of the fish market where you're throwing the fish. We learned the whole history about how that came to be. Anthony Bourdain's history in it. You know,
Jimothy's coming.
Jimothy's coming.
We're all coming. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for spending time with us today. And for more New Day fun, subscribe on YouTube and be sure to download King 5 Plus for free. Don't forget to enjoy your New Day, and we'll see you next time. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
for having us.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Silver Reef Casino, your Northwest Washington destination, just off I-5 at exit 260.